ladies, Rosie here from rosypena.com, a sewing and style blog. Welcome back to my channel, and also welcome to any new people I may have here on my channel. Like I mentioned, I'm Rosie. I'm a sewing pattern designer at rosypenapatterns.com, and I also have a sewing blog at rosypena.com. This video is all about my new pattern, which is the Marie wrap skirt. So this is my fourth pattern, and this one is really special because it's actually a free pattern. I wanted to design a free pattern for you just so you can get more familiar with PDF patterns. I know there's a lot of people out there that are just not familiar with PDF patterns. They don't know what they are, they don't know how to use them. So that's really the purpose of this video and the purpose of other videos that I have done. So I'll put an iCard to that video so you can check that out as well. It's a really simple video just showing you how to print your PDF pattern, which is what the Marie skirt is. It's a PDF pattern. So that video just basically shows you how to print and how to assemble your PDF pattern. A lot of people say that it's really time consuming. It really isn't that long at all. It's very simple to do. So that's really the whole purpose of this Marie skirt. I just want to get you guys more familiar with PDF patterns. So I thought this would be the perfect pattern, especially for spring, perfect for beginners. And like I said, in this video, I'm actually going to be showing you step by step how to sew your own Marie skirt. If you've been wanting to sew, you should definitely download your Marie skirt and follow along with this tutorial in the video. That way you can make your own. So all you have to do to get your Marie skirt pattern is just sign up to our newsletter. So I'll have all that information linked in the description bar below. It's just a quick little link that you can go to, type in your email. Once you enter your email, then it'll give you access and you can download your Marie skirt PDF pattern. And in your pattern, it includes 28 pages of the actual print at home PDF. It also includes a copy shop version, so if you don't like printing and sticking your pattern together, then you can take it to your local copy shop like a Staples. There's also FedEx Print that I believe will print copy shop patterns as well. There's also several online places where you can submit your PDF file and then they'll mail you your PDF pattern. So I'll have all that information linked in the description bar below as well. So your pattern also includes a 7-page PDF instruction booklet. So the second page of the instruction booklet, it just shows you the flat drawings of the wrap skirt. So there's a mini length version and there's also a maxi length version. And then it includes also your sizing chart showing you exactly which size you should cut out based on your body measurements. And then it just has a little description of the pattern. So there's also printing instructions included in your instruction booklet. And this just shows you step by step how to print your actual pattern at home. And then it also gives you a little layout here on the bottom of how it'll look whenever you have everything taped together. That way, if you're doubting yourself and you're not sure if you have everything laid out correctly, you can follow this little diagram. So it'll show you exactly how your pattern should be laid out. So the next page of the instruction booklet includes your cutting layout. So it basically just tells you which pieces you should have cut out and how you should have it laid out according to your size. It also tells you how many yards of fabric you will need. And then it just continues on to show you step by step the instructions for sewing your Marie skirt. But like I said, this video is also a tutorial, so I'm going to walk you step by step on how to sew your own wrap skirt. You guys that have been interested in sewing, this is the perfect time for you to get on board and learn how to sew your own pattern. So like I said, all you have to do to get your pattern is just sign up to our email newsletter, the Rosy Pena Patterns newsletter, and I'll have that linked in the description bar below. It's going to take you to the newsletter form and you're just going to enter your email address. It really is that simple. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel. We're going to have tons of sew along videos coming soon. Really hope you guys enjoy this video and enjoy your Marie wrap skirts. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Rosy Pena Patterns and then use the hashtag RPMarieSkirt. That way I can see all your beautiful Marie skirts and I can reshare it on our Instagram account. So I'm going to jump right into the tutorial video now and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Okay, so we should have 2 of our front waist ties cut out. Those are the really long pieces, and then you should have a back waist tie cut out as well. Then you want to cut out your front panels. If you open them up, you'll see it's just a mirror image of the other side. And then you also want to have your back piece cut out, which was cut on the fold. Make a small snip at the center back waist, and then you want to take it to your sewing machine, and we're going to sew a gathering stitch across the waistline. So you just want to sew a really long basting stitch, making sure that you leave loose threads on the end, and make sure you stop 1/2 inch away from the side seams. You finish your basting stitches, grab the 2 lower threads or the 2 upper threads, and you're going to pull on them really slightly just to make small little gathers along the back waist. Now we're going to pin our front panels to our back skirt along the side seams. Make sure you leave a small opening between the notches along the right side seam. Go ahead and grab your 2 front waist ties and pin them along the short ends to your back waist tie. Pin one front waist tie to one side and the other front waist tie to the other side. I don't mind the asymmetrical look of my finished waist ties. If you prefer a more even bow, then go ahead and follow step number 5 in your instruction booklet. First, we're going to sew our side seam. Starting on the right side seam, make sure you leave that small opening between your notches. Make sure to backstitch very well between the openings. Go ahead and sew your waist ties with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Once you finish sewing them, go ahead and press them open at your ironing table. I don't show you this step at the sewing machine, but make sure you press your seam open on your right side, and then you want to top stitch around that small little opening. Once you've top stitched along the small opening, we're going to sew a hem along the entire front panels and along the entire lower portion of the skirt. So just turn your hems in 1/2 inch and we're going to sew very close to the raw edge of the fabric. Once you've finished your hems, we can move on to attaching the waist tie to the upper portion of the skirt. So go ahead and place your fabric with the wrong side facing up and we're going to pin them. So the right side of the waist tie is facing the wrong side of the skirt. You're going to pin at the side seams and you're going to pin along the entire upper edge of your fabric. Starting at one end of your wrap skirt, we're going to sew with the 1/2 inch seam allowance, making sure to remove your pins as you go. In this next step, we're going to place our waist ties with right sides together and we're going to pin at that stitch. So at the end of your previous stitching, we're going to press that flat and we're going to pin all the way across the waist tie. Repeat this step to your other waist tie as well. Then we're going to take that to the sewing machine and we're going to sew with a 1/2 inch seam allowance along the short end and then along the long end as well. After you finish sewing your waist ties, we're going to trim off that extra fabric. So trim your seam allowance down to about 1/4 inch. We need to turn our ties with right sides facing out. I like to use a bodkin for this step, but you can use any other preferred method. The remainder of the tie in 1/2 inch and pin it so that it slightly overlaps the seam line on the right side of the wrap skirt. Once you have your entire waistband pinned down, we're going to take it to the sewing machine and we're going to sew very close to the turned in edge. Once you finish top stitching your skirt, the only thing left to do is give it a good press and then try it on. Remember, the Marie skirt is a free pattern. All you have to do is sign up to our newsletter and I'll have it linked in the description bar below. Once you sign up to our newsletter, you'll be able to get your free Marie skirt. Don't forget to tag us on Instagram at Rosy Patterns and use the hashtag RP Marie Skirt. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.